Are we recording? Are we recording? We are recording. Okay. Good morning, everybody, or good happy Thursday. It is November the 6th, 2025, and welcome to Time to Thrive. Oh my gosh, that rhymed. I can't do that in 2026, but I can do it in 2025. All right, everybody. It is a very exciting time. I love the last quarter of the business year. Good morning, Gigi. It is fabulous to be in the last quarter of the business year. I don't know about you guys. I just get excited about running promotions and cranking everything up to 11 and getting things super duper done. I'm one of these people that when it gets intense, I tend to just get sort of, vibration energy really giddy and excited. So that's just me. It's the way I'm wired. Really funny. My assistant Irene took a look at my schedule, trying to fit in Darinka and Andrew and some of these other people and Gigi to try and find spots and things like that for us to do our little chats and stuff. Oh my goodness, Gigi has a little one with her today.
Yeah,
That's not your baby. Whose baby did you steal? Who is
that's
this?
my granddaughter.
Oh, there we go. Hmm. Love the bows. Well done.
Yeah, lots of
Colorful.
those.
Mm. Do we call that a cascade of bows? Is that what we
Is
call that?
Cascade for sure.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, as I said, I love this time of year. As Irene can attest to, my schedule is nutty bananas right now because we're working on a few different business projects that are pretty big, including all of you guys and including all of the just about pet stuff. So she's like, "Oh my God!" And as soon as she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna book something with Darinka," and then I filled the space because I got some other meeting or I've got to do this or I got to do that. So busy time. So I hope you guys are excited for this final quarter of the year, just the same way I am. And so without further ado, hello, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. There she is. Lovely. I am going to grab my PowerPoint here, and we're going to jump into the PowerPoint. So let me get that started. Come on. Nope, it's not cooperating. Hang on a second, guys. You'd think I'd understand technology from this point in time. But for some reason, it's not cooperating.
Why would you get to be different?
Why would I? Yeah, totally, right? Why would it work for me? For some reason, my Windows button won't let me go to a different screen. So we will do this the old school way, and I will share my screen this way. Can you guys see the first page here? Okay, perfect. Okay, bring Shanna in. All right, there we go. So, welcome everybody to Time to Thrive, session number 7, which is hooks and headlines. As we talked about in our chat, man, if you can't grab somebody's attention, the rest of what you say does not matter, does it? Right? And so, hooks and headlines are all about framing, they're all about how to grab someone's attention really quickly, and they're all about creating that open loop, right? We talked about some of Michelle's posts that really crushed it. She's creating open loops with her hooks and her headlines that are grabbing people's attention quickly and keeping it for a while, right? She had one post, we were just talking about this earlier in the week, that her entire audience, the whole audience, all 100% of the audience was staying till past 15 seconds, right? And that's almost unheard of. And all of it's because of really good hooks, really good headlines, really good presentation skills right off the hop that's grabbing people's attention. So congrats to Michelle for that because those are awesome numbers, regardless of how big or how small, right? Once you start putting your content out there, if you can keep 100% of the attention for 15 seconds, you are doing something very right. So congrats to her for that. Okay, today's agenda, everyone. We're going to get nice and focused. We are going to do our checkpoints and check-ins process. I hope you guys are using that document. Gary's got a very extensive Excel spreadsheet version that's got all sorts of cool moving parts to it, but we won't get into that today, Gary. We'll do our roundtable and hot seat coaching, and then level up lessons are all about hooks and headlines today. But let's go to my favorite part here, which is listening to all of your lovely voices. And so your granddaughter's going to have to help you with this one, Gigi. All right, everybody. So let's get rolling. We shall say this together. So open up those microphones and let's share our voices in 3, 2, 1. My mind
Mind
is
is
a
a
garden.
garden.
My
My
thoughts
thoughts are the
Are the
seeds,
seeds.
and
and I
I
can
can
grow
grow flowers,
Flowers.
or I can grow
I can
weeds.
grow weeds.
Yeah. And so I wanted to quickly touch on this. One of the subjects that I think we run into quite often, I run into it a lot with myself and with others, is that the part about weeds, and I love using this analogy for what this kind of specific reason, is let me ask you guys, do the weeds ever go away? No, they don't, right? And so one of the things I want to remind us all of is that your weeds are going to never stop showing up. It is all about how fast, it's all about how your decision to either remain stuck with them or to be rid of them as quickly as possible that's going to help you build momentum and keep moving forward and taking action. Does that make sense, everyone? Right? Like I think I told everybody last week that I got a free and clear PET scan. Right? So a couple weekends ago, I went for my PET scan. Yeah, it's great stuff. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Janine. So I went and got, I had my meeting with the oncologist, and I had no hotspots left in my body. None. Yeah. And thank you guys. It's a massive weight off. But it's funny because I've always operated from the place. Yeah, thank you, Janine. It is very big news because you wonder, right? But what I'm getting at is I was always operating from the place from when I first heard back in February that I had cancer. I have always operated from the place that it was getting out, that I would go through what I needed to go through and it would be gone. But just because I was operating from that place and I made that decision does not mean the fucking weeds didn't show up. And on a daily basis, you have to rip those thoughts out of your mind and throw them to the sidewalk. And on a daily basis, before as I'm lining up to get this next PET scan after all my treatments, I don't wonder, did we really actually get it? I believed it. I was operating from that end goal the whole time. But it doesn't mean the other thoughts don't show up. And so those of us who struggle at times with whether we're worthy of what we want to accomplish, whether we can actually do what we say we want to do, whether we can build the business that we've imagined, we've all had those thoughts in this room, every single one of us. They are normal. So pluck them the hell out and get rid of them the same way as everybody does. Everybody gets weeds. Every lawn gets them. Every sidewalk gets them. Every garden. And you can either decide to take them out and then take them out and then 20 minutes later take out the next one, or you can let them overgrow. Does that make sense, everyone? And we've all been through it. Every single one of us. Every person sitting here right now has to deal with this. And we have to deal with it again. And in 20 minutes, we might have to deal with it again. Partway through this call, we might have that weed show up again. You pluck it, you get rid of it. It's the nature of discipline through that process. So with that in mind, what is the weed, my friends? Grab your pens, grab your paper. What is the weed that's grabbing at you right now? What's holding you back? What's the one that's really been pissing you off? Take a moment here and write down, what is that darn weed? Sometime maybe it's a new one. Maybe it's something new that's popped up in the last couple of weeks that you're like, man, I didn't even think about this before, but now this is really bugging me. Or maybe it's you've made progress and there's a new weed that showed up and you're like, whoa, didn't know this was even going to be here. You know, Bente's been doing some really fun videos. I've been watching them. They're great. She's got this really awesome red sweater on for one of her videos. Maybe she has new weeds that have showed up that she's like, okay, well, now that I'm doing videos, I don't know, like I have this new weed that showed up. Like, how do I deal with the conversations? How do I deal with now I got to make more videos. I see that they work. So how do I make more videos, right? Maybe that's a new weed.
No, no. My weed is I don't know how to get them online. And
They're up there.
I need help every time, and it's every Friday only I get to help.
Someone will have to.
That's my technique thing that I'm working with. That is my technique thing is my weed. Yes.
That's your weed. The technology. Yes. Yeah. Well, we each.
But thank you for finding my videos. Okay.
Oh, they're beautiful. I'm always looking at what you guys are doing. Always know that I'm always watching. Always.
You can watch
Especially Andrew. One. I'm always watching Andrew. That's the guy who I'm watching all the time.
You're scary. That's not good. Not a good idea.
Okay, so we're writing down what the weed is, Andrew. What is the weed that's been holding you back, my friend? What's grabbing at your ankles? What's clawing at your wrists? What's bugging the heck out of you? What is a weed that maybe we can pluck today?
All right.
Okay, by show of thumbs up. Has everybody got that one challenge thing, that one thing that's they're like, yeah, need to get rid of this. One weed? Okay, cool. So let's go over to my screen. Let's jump into our checkpoints and check-ins document. So this is our accountability doc. Here we go. Are you getting what you want? And if you're not, how close are you? So, oh, you know what I didn't grab, you guys? Hang on. One moment. I didn't grab my tablet. Normally it's charging at my desk, or it's just sitting on my desk, but I had to charge it last time. Okay. Get things all nice and ready here. Okay. So revenue goals. Did you hit your revenue goals? So just real quick, everybody, by show of hands, who's been able to pretty much fill out this document ahead of time? Who's got their numbers all organized ahead of time? Gary's got his. That's great. Have we been looking at this document, you guys? Have we been using this document at all? Or is this one of those things that we're just kind of ignoring? Michelle says I'm ignoring it. You should be using it, Michelle. You're getting some very nice KPIs on your Facebook and Instagram there, my dear. You should be marking those down. Okay, so before we dive into this then, walk me through. I would like to know why a crucial accountability document is not being used by business people. I'd like your explanation. It's time for me to put your butts in the hot seat. Why are you not doing this? Let me ask a different way. Do you think this is a valuable tool? By show of hands, who thinks it's a valuable tool? Can it help your business? Okay. So then, I'll be abrasive and blunt. Why the F are you not using it? Just throwing it down there. Throwing it on the table, ladies and germs. Putting elephant of room on table. So, what do we think? Why are we not using it? Wow, nobody wants to say anything.
Well, I am using it. However, it took me to make a specific folder and to organize my thoughts so that I had it easily accessible to me so that I would end up looking at it.
Okay.
So I've got a folder with a Word document with the link that takes me directly to my metadata page. And and in that same folder, I've got the blank form, and then I've got my funny little Gary made Excel spreadsheet
that speaks in Gary language.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, good. So you made it your own. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You take a tool, you take a system, you make it your own for your business. Love it. Good. That doesn't excuse everybody else. So what's going on, you guys? Why don't you want to use it?
Yes, first up, where is it?
So it is in the members area, and it is in the training section, Andrew Dove, that says checkpoints and check-ins document. There's a 10-minute training that's right there, plus a download. I don't know. I mean, besides sort of just handing you my computer, I don't know if I could make it any easier. Yeah, Michelle, you raised your hand. Oh, Gigi, I'll get to you in just a sec.
Okay, I'm going to be transparent and honest.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the views because that's something that you guys are looking at for me. And until I start getting some revenue, I feel like, what's the point of doing the whole document?
Okay. So let me frame this a different way.
I know
You
you
want to
will.
hike up a mountain, right? And you would like to be at the top. And so what you're telling me is it doesn't matter if you need to learn how to walk.
Right, because you guys are doing that for me right now.
No.
Well, you guys are looking at all the views and stuff.
Yeah, but those are important for Michelle to understand the trajectory that her business is on. Crucial element here, you guys. These are your businesses. They're not mine. I may be there on the sidelines showing you how to throw a football really, really well, but it's your throw. It ain't mine.
I guess I just feel like until I start making money, it's not that important.
So, Michelle, basically I totally get where you're coming from, right? The tricky part is that in order to make the money that you're looking for, all of the foundational pieces have to be running in the right direction.
Right, but you guys are telling me what to do with that. So I'm letting that on
We're showing
you.
you the results. We're showing you results, right? And we're guiding you for sure, and we're doing that. But it's really important because theoretically, I'm coaching you, Michelle. I'm not going to be here forever for you. This will be your business to run, and this is the perfect time to learn how to run it effectively. These are the nuts and bolts, you guys. These are the basics of building a marketing machine for your company. Crucial, foundational pieces. And it's all good. Like, yes, Michelle, we're building the foundation of your house, but we're not going to be there to maintain the foundation of your house. At some point, we're leaving. And it's good to know how the foundation was built. And it's good to know that you're looking for an end result. An end result comes from a series of actions that are working correctly. Don't you want to know if those actions are working correctly or not?
I do, but at this point, I figured you would let me know if something's not working.
Oh, of course I will. Of course I will. But
So
that doesn't mean that the document shouldn't be tracked and looked at and explored, right?
right, I'm not saying that I shouldn't be doing it. I'm just telling you why I am not currently.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. But there's a real value in understanding how to drive the car, right?
Gotcha.
Just because someone else is driving it at the moment doesn't mean that understanding what they're doing isn't valuable. And it's also really good to know that as your business continues to grow and get more action, you can see what's coming ahead of time, right? Like you can start to say, okay, I need to sort of move or jig this way or that way. But that's good. Yeah, I can understand why VIP clients will put this on the back burner. I get the logic behind that. Yeah. Okay, Gigi, how about yourself? Why are you not using it?
So I will say that before, I think last week or the week before, you drove into us that you can't grow what you don't measure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was pretty exciting to see my following grow. And so I definitely am keeping track of that now. So, but prior to 2 weeks ago, I was not.
Okay, good, good. Anybody else want to share why they haven't been using the document?
Okay, now that I've seen the document. So I haven't used the document, but I have been the content to cash tracking sheet. I have been using that. I do have that. So I've been using that.
Yeah, Okay.
But yeah, I don't have revenue goals or sales goals. Nothing's
Right.
happened in that, so that's easy to keep track of. But the views and the playthroughs and the follows and stuff, yeah, I've been keeping track of that.
Okay, excellent, buddy. That's great. I mean, because the real crux of the matter here for me, you guys, as someone who's here to help you all achieve a result, right? Completely selfishly, I want you to succeed your asses off with this. Right? Your success is my success. In every sense of the word. And so I want to really make sure that you're lining yourselves up to effectively note those successes. And Michelle, the ultimate success is having great revenue and making a ton of awesome money selling your products and services. But along the way, I think we can all agree that there are signposts and there are accomplishments and there are achievements to indicate that that is going to happen even before it happens. Right? Remember I talked about lagging indicators and leading indicators. Your revenue and your leads, right, are a lagging indicator of the marketing work that you've been doing. You got to do all the heavy lifting in your marketing side before you're going to suddenly attract a whole bunch of revenue and goals. Right? Alex Hormozy, okay, just as an example, $107 million launch of his new book. In fact, literally, I was using it yesterday to get some work done. $100 million money miles. It's right beside me. Okay? $107 million in a single bloody day. Technically, it was a Saturday and a Sunday, so let's call it 2 days. $107 million. Anybody want to know how long he was marketing that before he made a penny?
3 months.
Any thoughts? Gary?
I want to guess a couple of 3, maybe even 6 months.
Okay. Gary says 6 months. Anybody else?
It wasn't an overnight marketing.
And he's measuring. Michelle, it's a perfect example. He's measuring everything along the entire route. Right? Every single movement of all the pieces he's measuring. 38 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but
3 years.
$107 million in 48 hours. Janine's like, wow, that's a long time, but $107 million in less than 2 days. Now, Hormoz is in a slightly different spot, you guys. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars already. He can market heavy. And just so we're clear, okay, he spent $70,000 every single month for 38 months. $2.66 million on his media team. Just his media team alone. Studio spaces, editors, copywriters, everything. $70,000 a month for 38 months and spent nearly $12 million in ads. And I'm giving this to you guys as context for how much resource marketing in today's market takes. I'm not doing it to scare you. I'm not doing it to thrill you. I'm doing it to be factual. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, single virtual business launch we've ever seen was Alex Hormozy on August the 16th. And it took him 38 months of committed time. As Gary Vee would say, he was throwing jabs. He was just throwing jabs. He didn't throw, because Gary's got that great book, Jab, 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 Hook, right? Don't know if you guys have read it. Phenomenal book. Read it, right? He was throwing jabs. He was just jabbing his audience, just loving his audience, not asking for anything but a follow, not asking for anything except if you like this, share it with a friend, right? If you know a business owner and they could use some help, share this. Not a single call to action to buy a single darn thing for 38 months. Then he throws his hook. $107 million. Now, we can't afford that. I can't afford not to sell anything for 38 months. I'm sure you can't afford to sell nothing for 38 months. But it's the principle that I want to get at, which is the deep-rooted commitment to making sure that we're present and we're looking at marketing numbers, not just end goal numbers. If we continuously focus on end goal numbers, we will get very frustrated because that's the end goal. That make sense, you guys? And so the KPIs document, this checkpoints and check-ins document is a document of your journey, of your process, right? To know that, man, I didn't get the sales I wanted, but holy smokes, look at my KPIs on Facebook and Instagram. So they're coming. They're coming. I need to stay disciplined.
KPI is
KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator, Bente. So basically, it's a number that you're trying to accomplish with something that indicates that it's succeeding, even if you haven't produced a whole lot of business yet from it or something like that. Right? So I'm firing some shots across the bow this morning, you guys, but does this all make sense to you? Because time is of the essence, my loves. Time is of the essence. Man, oh man, if my process over the last 8 months has taught me anything, it's that we don't have forever. Right? So frankly, we got to stop fucking around. Shanna's like, yep. Right? Like, but we can't. Like, in all honesty, you know, I shared that story about my friend of mine who was doing the AI stuff, right? And he's busy mucking around with his AI tool in his basement for the last 9 months or 8 months or whatever it was. And JT Fox, in one damn day, crushes him and his business is over. Because he was just farting around in his basement for 9 months, making it perfect. Perfect is the antithesis of revenue. All right. So, just real quick, you guys, tell me, am I coming at you too hard this morning? I just want to know. Like, Shanna says, no, I'm not. I mean, business is a fun but serious game, right? We play for real here.
Sometimes it's good to get smacked across the face by someone, get you back in line.
Yeah, exactly. Whack me with a fish. But it's true. You guys all have brilliant stuff. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who need what you do. So my question to myself all the time, my question to Kat, my question to Michelle, Gigi, Andrew, Drinka, Bente, Shanna, Gary, right? To Janine is, the hell are we waiting for? My God, what the hell are we waiting for? And that's not, and there's a lot of people in this room that are taking awesome action. So I'm trying not to be overly critical, but some of us definitely need to go, okay, right? I can't work really hard for 2 days and then turn it off for the next 5. Like, it's just not going to work that way. Right? Eventually, you can build a business, you guys, right? I have full faith that eventually you can build a business where you are the tip of the spear, not the entire spear. I've done it, right? Just About Pets requires my attention for about 10 hours a week. Makes me a 7-figure salary pretty much every single year, does over its $1 million in revenue, and it doesn't require more than about 10, maybe some weeks it's 15 hours. I am the tip of that spear, not the spear. Does that make sense, you guys? Right? And it's not some crazy number. I'm not raking in millions of freaking dollars a year because I own this business. No, that's not the point. The point is I built something that sustains my life, and now I can do other cool, really awesome stuff with you guys. And you can all do that. You can all do that. But you have to do it first. Live from doing it first. Right? Okay. So let's hear from you guys about wins and challenges. Let's hear from you guys about wins and challenges. So what is a win that you've had this past 2 weeks, and what is a big challenge that you're running into? So I want to hear from you about wins and challenges. Wins and challenges. Write those down. And then we'll go around the horn and we'll share all of our wins, and then we'll put you guys into your groups for the challenges. And just give me a thumbs up, you guys, once you have your wins and challenges written down. Shanna's got hers. Great. Thank you. Gary's got his. Gary's challenge has got to pack up all those books pretty quick here as he moves. Okay, Gigi, you got yours? All right. Andrew, Kat, you guys got yours? Janine, you got yours? Just not sure yet. I keep trying to figure out, Janine, what is on top of your head? Is it a little? Oh my God, I love it. Okay.
It's just my hair. I have a lot of hair.
Oh, that's great. Because of the blurry background thing, it keeps doing bizarre stuff. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. All right. So Janine, your mic is open. Let's hear from you. What about your wins? What was the win for the last few weeks?
Win, so more videos done.
Great.
So just getting more consistent with that. And then set up a sign up calendar for filming just to be consistent with that. So people can, like the other practitioners can essentially book me when I'm available.
Love it.
Do you want challenge too?
No, we'll get to the challenge once I put
Okay.
you guys into
Yeah.
your rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wins are good. And then tracking more after our conversation 2 weeks ago, just using some of those those documents. Because what I was telling you was we were kind of as a team trying to divide and conquer, and it wasn't working. So I found that I needed to know about all of the moving parts, which is going to make my role more straightforward. So
Love it, Janine. Perfect. Way to go. Way to go. Awesome. Thank you. Mr. Gary, how about yourself? What's your win?
Let me see. Yeah. Had a wonderful presentation that I gave about a week ago with the International Board of Coaches and Practitioners. Super great response. And then in the last, let me see, on my Facebook views, I had an increase. We just started boosting, and I had an increase of over 700% from a 2-week period to a 1-week period.
Love it, buddy. Congratulations. Awesome stuff.
Very good stuff.
Okay, Miss Darinka.
Okay. Win for me is because I've wrote it down on the 90-day goals is every Monday morning, it's a start. I do one email and I send it out and I post in YouTube. So first month is every Monday, and then the next month it'll be twice a week. So, but I'm starting to be consistent with that. So for me, may not be huge, but I'm doing it finally.
Love it. That's great, Darinka. Email marketing is one of the best returns on investment you could possibly make. So good for you. Excellent. Thank you. Bente, how about yourself, my dear?
Well, it's the video. I'm waiting for my lead magnet though. And if my my videos is registered with you.
I don't know what you mean, Bente. Like that I saw them, you mean?
No, that it is registered. I don't see that I have done anything when I look in the back office.
Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I'm not sure what you mean by that, but maybe we can chat outside of here then, and you can show me what
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, the videos are great, Bente. Love them. Congrats. Okay, Shanna, how about yourself?
Well, for me was last week was wrapping up my outdoor season. So that's a great shift. This week is, of course, the physical shifting, but that was done, and it was really on a high note. Everyone was super happy. I got some good testimonial videos. I got some great feedback, and so that was a good win.
Love it. Good for you.
Thanks.
And now it's time to hibernate.
That's what I want to do. No, I don't. I'm ready to get on fire here in a different way.
Love it. Perfect. Okay. Speaking of fire, let's go to Gigi and her firewalk shirt.
Yeah, so in the course of the last week and a half, I guess I gained 2,000 followers. And there's a really good portion, and I was checking, like most of the people are like in the age range that I'm looking for. And So yeah, those are that's my win. And I learned like now I feel so much more confident about doing the video and that I'm actually not as sick. I'm like starting to like finally get better
Love it.
so that I can even do videos. Because I tried and it just like I was either coughing or tears were pouring out of my eyes or I was sounded like this deep raspy voice. So I'm feeling more like myself now.
You're a lounge singer. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Gigi. Awesome. Let's go to Mr. Andrew Dove.
Okay. Yeah, my win for the week, the last few weeks is just getting more in a groove and making sure I do more batch filming of my video. So I usually have there's about three live videos I have to do every on the day of for economic data stuff. So I make sure I have two or three other scripts ready to go. So I'm scheduling stuff way far out. So I have almost stuff for the whole month of November already scheduled. So it makes it easier to plan stuff for boosting the video. So making sure I have those something two, at least two or three on the go at all times. So I'm always out there and it's people's faces.
I love it, buddy.
And I
And you
guess I
did
need
a
to have more of my daughter in my videos too, I guess, is my another win I learned this week.
I love that you bring that up, Andrew, because I don't know if did anybody see Andrew's Halloween video, but it was absolutely fantastic. And just goes to show you guys that this is not about production quality. Okay, it's never been about production quality. It's never been about, is my hair right or is the lighting perfect or is any of those things. Gary's getting great traction on his videos. The lighting's not perfect. He would freely admit that it's like for some reason it looks like he's kind of under the ocean. We're not sure why, right? Like the fact is that the writing isn't or the lighting isn't perfect, but it's the fact that you're showing up consistently, you're being authentically you, you're hanging out with your kids, you're having a great time, Andrew, you're giving valuable information. Those are the things that people want today. They don't want high production levels at all. They don't care. You don't care. Your behavior demonstrates it. You get to your social media reels or your videos and you're not watching because the quality level is incredible. Are you? No, you're probably watching a home-based video. That's what we've gotten into. Entertainment today is home-based videos. Grainy, crappy, right? If we were in the 80s, people would be using their massive VHS cameras and running around and filming each other and then posting it to things. That's what we'd be watching. And we all know how bad that stuff was. So we have to get in mind that this is about persistence towards building an audience, and that is what helps you win. So bringing your kids in is great, Andrew. I love it. Well done, buddy. And it was a great video. It was super funny. It was awesome. Okay, Miss Michelle.
That I got 3 videos done in one day, probably less than 2 hours, I would say. And that you said one of my videos was getting amazing results.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Love it. Perfect. Yeah, batching the content helps, Michelle. It's such a big help, right?
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Miss Cat, finish us off here for our wins.
Our company has a really great promo going on right now where you can get lots of free stuff when you sign up for an auto ship every month for life. And so I've been going through and I got 3 new customers this week, and I'm putting some product into a hockey tournament. So that's an amazing win for me to get to the hockey community in the whole city. Yeah.
Very good, Kat. Very good. Love it, you guys. Good job. Okay, give each other a round of applause. Well done, everybody. Well done. Right? See, tracking the progress. You got to track the progress, right? If we measured, getting to the top of Mount Everest only by getting to the top of Mount Everest, man, oh man, would that be an arduous journey. You got to measure the steps. That's where the traction comes in. I've run many, many marathons in my life. You don't just get to the end. You run them step by step by step. And you can't train by just running a marathon, right? You start with 5K, then you get to 7K, then you get to 10K. Does that make sense, everybody? I just want to really put this into place. You guys are on a journey. I know where you want to get to. I understand completely where you want to get to. I also am on a journey and want to get to the end at some point, right? But if we don't register the progress we're taking on the journey, a lot of us are going to jump off the train because we won't stay, right? We won't stick it out. Driven by thumbs up. Does that make sense, y'all? Okay. Cool. All right. So I am going to open up the rooms, the breakout rooms here. So we're going to open those up for everybody. Let's see. We've got. I think everybody's going to have about 4 minutes or so to do to lay out their challenge, I should say, and then dive into how to solve that challenge. Okay. And then
Just when you break it, I have to leave at 10 o'clock, so make
Okay.
sure I'm in a
You're
group with a
you're
lot
in the
of
group
people.
of 5 is what you're saying, Andrew.
Yes.
All right. How do I add? Oh, hang on. Hold on, everybody. Why? That's bizarre. Okay, I got to add a room. There we go. Okay, so cats moved. Hold on, everybody, as we have people moving in and out here. Boom. Okay, that one will work. And oh my goodness. Hold on a sec, you guys. Me and technology today. There. That's how I need to do this. To ensure I meet everybody's needs. Okay. Yeah. So Andrew, you'll just make sure you go early, my friend, inside your room. Okay. So I'm going to quickly share my screen here, just so we remember the process, everybody. So remember, state your challenge, right? 30 seconds or so or less, please. So we have enough time to give you some great feedback. Take down all the ideas. As you've heard me say many times before, your pencil should be burning rubber, well, lead. So make sure you are writing down all the ideas. And then at the end, I want you to pick some of these ideas that you can put together or pick one of them that you can run with and win with. This is about solving your challenge, not exploring your challenge. Okay, I want to reframe that for you. This is about solving the challenge. Look for solutions. Don't just explore the challenge. This isn't supposed to be a therapy session. It's supposed to be a solutions session. Does that make sense, everybody? By show of thumbs up. Does that make sense? Right? I have a big freaking sign in my office at the store that says, bring me solutions, not problems. So you want solutions to what it is that you're facing. All right, I'm going to open up the rooms. You guys all go in there. You'll have 4 minutes apiece, and then we shall bring you back. So remember, somebody keep time, please, inside. Assign someone as the timekeeper, and then get rolling. Are we all good if I open up the rooms? We're good, we're good? Okay, perfect. Here we go. Rooms are open. Your note taker is not joining, Gary.
think and write something down, that they're not going to get it.